Hi, Aries Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Kim Kara at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Aries. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread, and then we'll do a major arcana, and then we'll select a card here from the deck that I just created here that has the lunar phases and astrological zodiac signs. You have quite a few messages that wanted to come through. First, we'll speak on the candies here. We got some yummies here that could be significant. Peas and carrots, like Forrest and Jenny. I thought this was cute. And it's going to be very delicious here too. Very neat concept. Super cute. And then this was resonating with me here. I had to keep this on here because I have my balcony door open and it's super windy today. But this wanted to come through this message here. The ratio of 1320 is the key to experiencing time as a universal frequency of synchronization. And so one of the main things that I noticed about that 1320 is that it's 33. And then also with the 1 and 3, that being a 4 connected to the 2 being 6. And then I also noticed that a majority of the men that I have dated significantly and also married to has that energy in their birth time in some kind of way. So then, and that could be significant. I do feel that speaks to divine feminines and divine masculines and the recognition that comes with being a soulmate, a very strong soulmate in some kind of way. I feel those synchronicities, again, are going to be significant in however way that resonates for you. It will be different for everybody, but I just wanted to share what I took note for myself there. And then you have the Tower card that wanted to come through. The wind kind of blew that card off, and then the Knight of Pentacles was beneath here. So that could be significant. We did have the Knight of Pentacles reversed next to an Ace of Swords. So take what resonates. I did get that being a possible past person. I got this not even possibly being a person, it actually being a genuine offer that's coming through. And the Tower energy could be quite a few things. Climax energy will be significant. Oh my goodness. Significant change for the better. Foundations coming down that have been built on lies, false perceptions. And then I've been getting this, I got this before with Moses and the Red Sea party. And then you being able to see what all is in the midst of that water, like what's been underneath that water. And so seeing this in the middle of 2 big waves here, that could be significant. Oh my god, this looks like sex. Oh, buddy. Okay, let's go ahead. Take what resonates for this. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I do see the Death card reverse, something between you and someone else here where there may have been slow to give something here. It being a studious and steady offer with this Knight of Pentacles being upright though. This Knight of Pentacles is considered to be one of the most responsible knights in the deck. So I'm also getting there may have been some confusion connected to Knight of Pentacle energies where this Knight energy could be speaking to a younger person. And then there being great distinction here with this Tower energy connected here. I see a lot of water. I see a lot of fire. I'm getting the energy of Pisces. Very explosive energy where it may be strong sexual energy that's also taking place that can be very deeply felt amongst the earths. Mm-hmm. That's delicious. So let's put this deck to the side here. Everything's been pre-shuffled. We're going to do 6 cards, 3 across the top, 3 underneath. Get your major arcana. I've been wanting to call this Judgment Day, so we'll just go ahead and do that. There's 20 cards here. It wasn't done on purpose. It just happens to be a total of 20 cards exactly for what I put out here for the lunar phases and the zodiac signs. So windy out. Alright. Let's see. Let's get your first card. For Aries moons. We have the High Priestess and the Two of Cups. Next card. Five of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. Sorry for trying to be one of the homies. That's what I'm hearing. Next card for Aries moons. I do get a third party here. Then we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, 6 of Wands. Someone telling the truth on a situation about a King of Swords and then the energy of a 6 of Wands person. These are going to be 2 different people here. Alright, peas and carrots. We want you to stay on the scene here. Don't get lost. Alright, next card. I almost want to take this way here, but we're going to take this upright. We're not taking reversals. Next card is the Empress. Last card for Aries moons. Last card. This is so pretty. Let's see what's at the bottom. We have a World card. Alright. So what I get here, starting at the High Priestess and the Two of Cups, I see where there's third party. Where that Two of Cups looks amazing, but you see that Five of Cups that's next to it. In between that Two of Cups and the Five of Cups is the Three of Cups, and you have the Three of Cups here. So I do get, just like the High Priestess got played by a masculine here, by this feminine here, and this card here, where I do see this feminine. This has been coming through so hard. Oh my God, what the fudgy wudgies? Like, why is this a thing? Where I'm seeing this feminine, like, even though I just feel this was manipulated for some reason. That 3 energy, I do get like a false person, a magician. That 3 actually is going to be this Empress, and I get this Empress being an actual 3D person and not the galactic energy like they're portraying themselves to be. it being false, this being found out and then being walked away from, and this energy of the masculine who made a choice up here, now wanting to move towards who it is that moving away from the darkness towards the light, following their intuition and their guidance where they should have followed that in the first place and they didn't. And I feel that that's why the high priestess energy is in that way, almost like they were stabbed in the back, because someone got in the middle of a connection where it was to be like, I feel this is the real, and then this is what was portrayed to be this with this high priestess, but it turned out to be an interception of someone getting in the middle of a divine masculine and a divine feminine, and the high priestess being portrayed in this, betrayed in this, I should say. So then that Three of Cups again is going to be, I see it next to an Eight of Pentacle, where this, I'm getting was like a third party situation with someone who may be, like, I'll say from, let me be quiet. So what I'm getting, I'm seeing like a secretary or an assistant. Or maybe even like a collab. And this being in like more than one instance, on more than one occasion. And that being part of the Three of Cups energy too. And just being all willy-nilly and out of control. And then that divine masculine being, goodness gracious, and major regret, seeing the energy in that Five of Cups. Where you see them, whatever it is that they're doing here. And I do see Karma Chameleon energy with a red, gold, and green. Karma, chameleon. Two of Cups behind them here. You see Three Cups that are kind of toppled over. I get like try after try after try when you have the Two Cups here. But I also feel that with what was coming through here, and I get like almost like someone's in regrets for hiding this Two of Cups and them receiving their karma. So this doesn't even have to be just the divine masculine. This could be the energy of this person here who got in the middle of what is a galactic connection. There is communication here because the pillars are there connected to the high priestess. And so I'm also getting that too, spiritually interjecting in a telepathic connection between two, where it's supposed to be between two people, and someone disrespected those boundaries and just got themselves all in this to pretend to be this, giving the impression for this divine masculine that they're the one. And there being great confusion. I even see the fish here being similar to the formation of the high priestess here. And there being a connect regardless of whether someone physically tried to get in the way. And even energetically, spiritually, I get this being like a spiritual attack. Disrespectful of the boundaries here too as well is also what I get. I'm also seeing a full moon energy with this. So it could be that this past full moon, this was taking place and it being more noticeable, and now the new moon energy is coming through where I feel it's bringing more light, where you can see letters, you can see names, you can see infiltrators, you can see everything, the veil being gone. And I feel that's kind of the graceful energy of the high priestess, where typically you would see a veil behind them. In a high priestess card, there's no veil here. That moon is completely supportive. I also feel that it's speaking volumes and truth for this high priestess, where she's just gracefully chilling and saying goodbye to the past and whatever may be there, and just looking like a complete snack. And so there being regrets, I feel, across the board for whatever was going on here, connected to what is going to be connected to someone's career, and getting mixed up in the workplace, which is a no-no. So that's what I get here. We do have 8 energy with the 5 and the 3 of Cups. That walking away from what's not emotionally fulfilling. We can see that here with the 3 Cups here, and then you have the 3 Cups here. And all the different lollipops, and then you have the 8 energy here. So we have the energy of 88. Leo energy could be significant. That is going to be connected to the full moon that we just had. The new moon energy also being lunar and solar eclipse energy, where the solar eclipse is taking place with this new moon. That's going to be an Aquarius energy. So I do get like the constellations, the star alignments, this all being about some karmic stuff here that needed to play out. And it's being manifested in this way so that it can actually be brought to light to be done with. There's great prosperity that's connected to this here with the amount of 8s here. But I get it being more of astrological sense and just what's with the universal alignments and one's destiny. So then the next set that we have here, I see a Knight of Swords energy that's here, where I get this being divine feminines, speaking truth and being truth. And then just seeing the possible matches with the King of Swords and that energy, and it being sword energy. And then the 6 energy being connected to Virgo energy, Mercury being the ruler of Virgo, that also being a part of some communication. So that being the connection there with the Knight of Swords. But I do get this Knight of Swords being the High Priestess. I almost see like the same formation in that way there. And speaking truth on what's taking place connected to masculine energies who have made choices here where there's I get major regrets. But that King of Swords is to be a man of integrity. With the Knight of Swords being present, I do feel that there was some truth presented about this King of Swords and them not actually being someone of integrity. Being someone full of hot air, as I see this throne suspended kind of. Not really on solid ground. Being very airy and very strict, very cold. Conniving and cunning. And then the 6 of Wands, this could be the blend of the prototype energy that was dealt with, and then this also being 2 different people. But this also being someone, the 6 of Wands, someone who's in the public eye. That's what I see there. With the red and the blue, that could be significant as far as the electric. Like, I almost feel like this King of Sword with the Knight of Sword energy just did not mesh. And then this King of Sword was being a particular King of Sword because of the Knight of Sword and their energy of standing in and representing and defending truth. And then I got great major ego with this here too as well. Strong Leo energy will be present. I did mention the Leo energy here. And that being aligned with the polarity energy of Aquarius. Where I'm getting the Star card. And you did have the Tower. The Star card comes after the Tower. So speaking truth on 2 certain, I won't say what I'm going to say, 2 masculine energies there, where I do get them being divine masculine, but making lower vibrational choices that kind of take that divinity away. So then we have the Lovers. And what I get here is just being a lot connected to what's here. The Lovers is going to be strong Gemini energy. And I did get that 3 energy association. The 3 is also going to represent Gemini energy as well. So I just get with the energy that's here, where it's almost like the moon energy, it being matching energy to the choice that was actually made here. But I feel the Gemini association is going to be a part of some manipulation as to how someone has made a choice. And so that choice being the Empress here, where I get this being like a fraud. Like it coming underneath this here, I just get fraud. Oh boy. And with this world card being here at the end and this being 3 energy, this being the truth, and the champion energy being here for the true empress, where that card's a 21, that creates a 3. I almost get like the Venus symbol being held is more about sexual energy that was used to manipulate. This cross being upside down, and someone feeling like they had the key, like using their sexual energy to get the key. And that could be also the Empress creates, but it's also about being a mother as well. So maybe utilizing that energy to manipulate. I feel a heavy amount of manipulation here. And just seeing the back turn to this Empress here, I get a masculine energy making a choice and walking towards a Taurus energy that I do get here with the deer. And this being spiritual light and divine guidance, shining light on the path on which, way is the best to go. Following one's guidance. Where there's darkness here upon this path here, there's a lot of shadiness. There's a lot of illumination here. Vulnerability. I also get the star card being this, like, seeing the star. Seeing the destiny, where their destiny is. The 2 energy will also be Taurus energy. And then Wands will be your energy of fire. And then also Sagittarius, Leo, and Fucus. This is being seen and watched. And then I get more of the graceful energy, just being the High Priestess energy, who's also an Empress energy. And that coming together to create a 5 energy connected to the Hierophant. And then that Hierophant energy possibly being here in that 5 of Cup energy there. But that 2 of Wands also being about action and making a decision. I think the details of this and just what it is that I'm feeling. I'm also seeing a full energy here. Someone taking a leap of faith. Where they may have asked for specific help to be shown the way. And I almost get this being like, follow the yellow brick road. Because that sun ray is going to be yellow there too. Sunlight energy is a very happy energy. The sun card is the happiest card of the deck. It's also Leo energy. So the Leo energy that was being picked up here, I feel it's the transmutation of the toxicity connected here to the Leo energy to now this being something of a more positive note, where I get the 2 of Cups being more of the 2 of Cups that you would see in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, where it's not manipulated by the waters, by the spiritual energy. There's no spiritual warfare on it. Where it's actually a grounded situation where you see 2 people who are standing on ground face to face holding a cup to exchange with another. And I get that being important rather than the flighty energy of what we see here of just 2 heads, and that being intercepted by this energy here in the middle. This could even be a male energy, doesn't have to be a female. Or this could be, divine masculine energy in High Priestess form. Take what resonates. But the focus is all on this deer energy here. I don't get this being about a black. Sometimes I get that. Sometimes this is not what I'm getting. I'm getting light shining. And I get this Taurus energy with the deer association connected to Migurashira or Migurashusha. is also how it's pronounced as well. From Vedic astrology, that's going to be strong Taurus energy. And then at the bottom, you have the World card. This being about closing and completing karmic cycles successfully. 2511 I just seen. And then again, I get champion energy here, successfully completing karmic cycles. Now I do notice an eagle energy here. This eagle may not even be connected to the divine feminine here in this card. Seeing this eagle, this is going to be Scorpio energy. And so that sword energy, that king of sword, could be connected to that eagle energy and being a harasser. And this being spoken truth here, coming from the divine feminine energy that I get there. I was going to see what's behind here. Page of Cups. Very interesting that came through, because this has been coming through. Just like I said, this will just confirm what I got up here. This Page of Cups has been coming through. Not as a child. It's been someone who's immature, who likes to drink, who has come off, and they're a liar, as a king of cups, and they could be someone in the public eye. But I got this as a person who has gotten in the middle, and I see that here, now that I say that. So we have that here. So karmics, oh my goodness, this has been coming through like crazy here too. I feel that this is movement forward, and with the impact of the new moon and the full moon and the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, significant changes coming through here, especially with the world cards being here. Speaking to a new cycle, you have the full energy, speaking to the new beginning and wanting to take action towards new. Leaving behind what does not serve, that has not been emotionally fulfilling, that has been manipulated, misportrayed, started on foundations that were based on lies. And that being the Tower energy, and how this even started out this entire reading. Very interesting. So as much as, like, I feel like, subtleness may be there, but then it's also going to be met with even more of illumination and even more truth of what needs to go, what needs to change, what needs to take place, what is taking place, and what's going to continue to take place for new. Because, man, I feel like this is so redundant. It's almost like Groundhog Day, where you just keep talking about the same stuff over and over again. And it's like, I feel that's a part of getting away from this toxicity here, too. It's feeling like it's just like running in circles and repeating, oh my God. And as I say that, I see the circles here. Like, circle after circle. Like, don't you get tired of that? Like, let's really let it be about, the love, and not betraying others and participating in third parties or foundations that are built on manipulative stuff and hurtful things here too, as I get that strong lying energy. And then even like the coldness that was coming through, just being very cutting with their words, a liar. But this being someone who got in the middle of two. And this has come through time and time again, time and time again. Sacral energy is going to be important here with the orange. But the Leo energy, orange is a color for Leo as well. So getting away from the lying Leos and moving towards the loyal Leos. Ooh, is that a title? All right. Because I feel everyone has Leo in them. This being about the new age of Aquarius and the polarity of Leo being associated. I also feel that most people will have something very significant as far as Leo and Aquarius in your birth chart, no matter what your placements are. So that wanting to come through, I feel, again, it's about removing lying Leos and removing, like, getting away from, so let's see the title. Getting away from lying lions and lionesses towards loyal lions and lionesses. I'll figure that out. But that's what I get here. And I know this is Cups energy, but you see me channel that sacral energy and the Leo energy with the orange. So I get that being a part of the manipulation too, connected to the water. And then this energy, the Scorpio energy, that will be the water there. Like, everyone's seeing through bullshit more and more each day. Seeing the light. Seeing the light. seeing the light, and there being championships in this here. The light shining on this, the pillars and the truth. I feel the fakeness wanting to come through. Oh yeah, this must be because it's like this. Like these pillars here are to be these pillars here, but it's not. It's this. And it was manipulated. Found out, discovered, for whatever this Empress was doing that was not right. However, they're connected here. This being moved away from, moved on into new cycle is beginning. And then we have more of the confirmation of the monkey in the middle type energy. Jupiter aura is now beginning. We just got out of Saturn aura. Apparently I was doing this reading during Saturn aura and I wasn't aware. But that might be significant too. Saturn and Jupiter together there. Okay, so that's what I get there. Let's get your major arcana. For Aries moons. Okay, that's so many. Oh my god. Oh, what keeps us here? Because we're going to see what's on the bottom. We have the Emperor card. This will be a father energy. It's the energy of security. I notice it's aligning with the divine masculine energy here. This Emperor is also in the energy of movement forward. Strong Aries energy will be a part of this. This being a card of Aries. But then also facing east direction, where that's going to be about initiation and action. Aries energy. So being strong in the power. Let's see what's underneath. We're going to see all the cards here before I speak here. Okay, we have the Hermit. Virgo energy will be a part of this, and then abundant energy of Jupiter, very interesting, will also be a part of this here too. With this being a card of 9 connected to Sagittarius. Polarity energy will be Gemini. Underneath here we have the Empress. Card of 3. And what do I see here? I almost get, because this is about to go right on top of this Empress here. I feel like this is speaking to the energy of the High Priestess. Even the 2 cards here fell on top of the Lovers here. I know I don't get this being about a choice between 2. I feel that was a part of some manipulation too. But what I was going to say is that I see this Hermit energy in the middle. Oh my gosh. Of the Emperor and the Empress. That's what I see. Let's see what the next card is. The Death card. Okay, and then we're going to see, I'm going to move this here. We'll scoot this down. See with the next card, we have the Hangman. Next card, the Sun card. Next card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, next card is going to be Temperance. And then the next card. Look at the similarities there. So the Temperance is a card of 14. The Moon is going to be, I get this is the same person. I feel this is going to be the truth about a twin flame. And the secret of who the twin flame is. Being brought to light. This being in between the Sun. I get this being the Tower energy. Where this is going to be the Temperance angel here with the red, the blue, and the yellow. Where on 3D sense it looked like they were in the middle. Like, I feel like this is the manipulation of whoever this is here that lied on this person here and had them to believe like maybe they were making fun of them and calling them a man and that they weren't doing shit, that they're boring. But this emperor has been looking at this hermit. If I feel too, it's all about perspective. If this emperor really were interested, if it were meant to be, this wouldn't even be here. That's what I get there. Because I get this hermit being this energy here, this temperance angel here, who's been very patient while there's been manipulation of someone getting in between the Hierophant and the High Priestess. So what I was going to say here is what is in between this eclipse energy is the truth about a twin flame situation here. Where one cup is going to be the divine masculine, the other cup is going to be the divine feminine. And this being the alchemization and manifestation, I even get this being the star card energy that I was picking up, and the divine feminine being the star, the destiny, the emperor seeing this and seeing the truth of their destiny being right there in front of them the entire time, where it was portrayed that they were in the middle, when it was actually this person here who may not be hiding, but this empress here who was coming off as a fraud. So let me keep the order of these cards here. I wanted to say, with the death card being here, this is the end of this false perception here, is what I get here. And that being for this story. So then, what I do get here is this King of Swords being the hermit. And getting in the middle of a divine feminine and divine masculine, which is what I saw here. And then there being great transformation overall, where I do get the divine feminine being the empress, the true empress, and high priestess energy being made to be a sacrifice. It also being here as a part of a transformative energy and a transformer, with the empress energy of 3 being here next to the 10 energy of Saturn connection, where I get Capricorn. And then even the sands of time and the wheel of fortune being shown here with the sands of time here, and then the 2 energy of the high priestess being here next to that 10. And then you have 2 10s here where I do get judgment overall, and then that 20 from judgment breaking down to a 2, going back to the high priestess energy of 2. But I also feel too, because I get this being about something that may have been brought to an end, where there was also great stagnancy. And because of the stagnancy, now the truth is coming to light. And we're seeing what's in the midst of the sun and the moon here, which is the truth about twin flames here. And a true 2 of cups, and not the 2 of cups that was manipulated. So take what resonates. Very interesting. I do feel this is a part of the manipulation, where even the 2 energies that were being dealt with here, I feel that's going to speak to also this King of Swords being the Scorpio energy, and then the 6 of Wands being the Hangman energy, because these men were dealing with manipulative karmics. That being the one story here. And then the truth coming around here of, again, the true Empress energy. And then also, well, here, the true Empress energy and then the High Priestess energy connected to that. All right. Let's get your final card here. This is illumination on both sides here. Eclipse energy speaking to the massive amount of change, and then the number of cards here. We have the energy of 8 here, speaking to overall prosperity. Your final card for Aries moons. Oh, we're going to see what's on the bottom too. So we have Aries. Oh, and then we have new moon. Very nice. So more truth also coming through. Justice at the bottom. And here's the 8 energy. That 8's going to apply to these cards, but then the 8 energy that was here with the deception, connected to third party, manipulation. Justice being served. Speaking one's truth. Knight of Sword energy will be up here. The truth about a divine feminine with the mask, the helmet being off here at the knight here. And I do get this being the divine feminine. The Saturn and Jupiter energy that wanted to come through earlier being associated with this. And then I do see silver and gold also connected to the scales, and that's speaking to abundance as well. This is going to be also Scorpio energy, but I get Saturn being associated with the symbol of karma coming through, and that being a sideways 8. So then with the Aries card, we have at the top, period. So Aries, the color for you Aries is going to be red. And then it says for Aries, hot, the first, the no, the where you want to be. It's a win, boo. I should have put that on there. It's a win, boo. And then the representation for you will be the 1. And that's been a title for you before. I feel that that's being, again, seen where it may have been missed. That you're the 1. Being judged here. That judgment is coming through again. That 20 energy connected to the death card and the hangman. Being heavily judged and having to go through major transformation, stagnancy, being made a sacrifice as a result. But this being evidence of the true Empress, it coming through with the beautiful eclipse energies and great massive amount of significant change for the better being a result here, where you're reaping rewards here because of what you've gone through. Being treated unfairly, that's also what I get heavily here. But this being a part of some major karmic cycles completed successfully, so that those coming after us do not have to experience these cycles in the way that we have. This being a part of the design here for this and why we're all going through this. So glory, hallelujah, praise Jesus, hallelujah. New moon energy, we got that being upcoming here with the solar eclipse. Instinct, new beginning, seed. And then keywords for new moon will be emerge, renew, generate, plan, establish, initiate, and awaken. The judgment card being about that there too as well. Alrighties. Dear Mighties, this was your beautiful reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new... I'm getting I see you. Seeing the truth of your soulmate. Oh my goodness. I hope. Oh my goodness. I always do that. Oh my God. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace.